Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm making this video to show you how to fix this power button. See if I can focus this a little bit better. Fix the clicking and the responsiveness of this iPhone. I've done a lot of research and been sick. Sorry for my voice, but there isn't any good tutorial on how to fix it without even having to buy a new flex cable, and it's a pain to remove that freaking proximity sensor, and it's not worth it, I believe, to try and fix it to remove this whole thing when you don't need it and you can still use the same thing. The reason why it doesn't work is because this power button needs an actuator helper that helps pushes the power button to work, and I can show you what's missing on it. It's this portion right here. This is the tiny actuator helper. As you can see, this is the actuator helper missing. So over time, it comes off and it stops working when you open it or when you fix iPhones. So over time, it just stops working. And I know there's recalls on the iPhone 4S's about the power button not working properly. But this is to show you that how to fix it without having to buy a new one, and you can do it from a home. It's a do-it-yourself kind of deal. If you have experience, it's really easy to do. If you don't, you're gonna have a hard time because you can see here, I took out the whole entire iPhone apart, and I just have the base. So I took out the screen, and I took out the back part, and the parts are here. And you can see I work on iPhones a lot. And this is just to show you what I've discovered and how to fix it. There's some tutorial out there that shows you that you could just put paper right in between here, and I tried that for days, and it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work when you put paper on here, because it'll be big enough that it doesn't actually touch the portion where the actuator helper is supposed to touch. So it doesn't work. For some people it does work, I guess, but I'm going to show you a different way to do it. It's a little bit harder because you do have to take this off, but it'll save you money, and it takes about 10 minutes to do once all the parts are out. Yeah, if you're experienced, it'll take you like 30 minutes to do. So the first thing you want to do, I'm actually going to shine the light here. Hold on a sec. So we got the light going on here. Just to show you that there's two screws right here that you want to remove, and you want to make sure you don't lose them. You just use a regular tool, this guy here, really small one. You can get them when you buy screens, or you can buy them on their own for like about $1. It's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this portion and this one right here, okay? Okay, now that's removed, you just want to lift it up, and I'm going to turn it to you and what it looks like. You see right here? There's no actuator helper. Normally there'll be a black dot right in the middle, and when you buy a new one, of course it'll come with the actuator. But I don't trust China, not China, but third party makers of these flex cables, and you could use the original one that comes with it, as long as there's nothing wrong with it. So you see, compare that to this, right? Looks about the same, and it's missing the actual helper. And the way you fix that is that you're just going to need paper to go on top of it. And I know that sounds silly and ghetto, but it works. It works like a permanent fix. The taller you stack it, the better the click will sound, and much more original, because that actuator helper would be very stiff, and building it to be taller would compress the paper, making it stiff as well. So you just want to have it attached on here, but you see this square right here? You don't want to get any paper on that portion, you just want to get in a small circle. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's possible. I've already done it multiple times, and I'm showing you how to do it because it's frustrating when you're trying to fix it, and there's no source that can help you how to fix it, except all they tell you is to buy a new one, and it's really annoying when you don't want to buy a new flex cable. So I'm going to show you here. Oops. What you want to do is cut a small portion of this paper. Okay, so I got my piece of paper here. Okay, and you want to do is fold in half, and half again, and half. Try to go as small as you can. Okay. You can see here, I actually cut it in half before I even started folding it in half. I folded half about 3 times, so you want to cut in half the regular size of paper I showed you. You cut in half again, so you can see here how big it is compared to that. And what you want to do is you want to start cutting in half, cut in half, don't fold, cut in half, and then cut half again until it becomes this size. And when you cut it and you cut in half again, it'll become this small portion right here. And be careful not to cut in this edge. You see how it's angled? Make sure you don't cut in this edge because it'll come apart if you start cutting from there. So be careful not to cut this area where the fold is. Okay. Okay. So there it is. It's the guy right there. And it looks like I just need to cut it a little bit more. So try and cut it even more. Try and fit that, okay? Okay. And you can see right here, it's really small now. I actually have 2 pieces here. I'm actually going to use this one because it doesn't come apart yet. And after this tutorial, you're going to get really good at cutting small paper in half. That paper I did, that I showed you previously, I cut in half and I cut in half again, so that's twice the cut. And what you need next is this tacky glue. I think all glue will work. I don't know if Elmer's glue will work, but this glue, all-purpose glue, works perfectly for this task. It's amazing glue. I would just buy a whole 4 ounce of these, like the one I have, because it works on everything else that you need it for. So what you want to do is take your screwdriver in there, let's grab some glue, and you want to put it on to the thing here. I don't know what this is called, but you just put glue on it. Okay, and now sit for a little bit. There we go. So that should be good. And then the remaining, you just want to grab this guy, put it on here, and it'll stick. Voila. So now it acts as an actuator. Okay. What you want to do next is grab a regular flat screwdriver, like this small one. You want to flatten it up. Okay, you see how thick it is. Flatten it out. It's hard to do with one hand. Alright, so I flatten it out as hard as I can. And the button part came out. And oh yeah, that reminds me, since it did came out, the power button is supposed to, this hanging portion, well, it looks like I already put paper on there. Oh yeah, and here's an example. I tried stuffing paper on there, see, and it did not work. And you saw me trying to click it earlier, and it didn't work, right? And I tried numerous amount of different types of combination, thicker, 1 piece of paper doesn't work at all. It's because it's not going to push the part that's supposed to click. Let's grab this here. The other thing I was going to mention is that this button is supposed to go downwards. Okay, make sure you have the orientation correct. So that ring you see there that's attached to it, it has to be downwards. Okay, what you want to do is just put this back. And this part can be a little bit difficult without having it getting caught on the cast itself. So I'm going to use 2 hands. Okay, so there we go. I have it screwed back on. Put some glue on my finger. So you see, I have it screwed back on, and you can't really hear it on the on this video, but there is a click. So it actually it's now working. You can't hear the click, but you can see I'm pressing down on it and it's actually working. See? Before it wasn't moving at all, but now you can see when I push it, it goes back up. And it does click. So there you go. And that's how you fix it. One thing I do want to say is that if it doesn't click for you, it's probably because the paper that you put on there with the glue is not thick enough. You can see mine is thick enough that it actually comes out a little bit, but you don't want it to come out like that. And the reason why I made this video is because I'm very confident that this will work. I did it for 2 other phones. I did it for this one too. See, that one works, and the click is really loud. And I have one more here that actually I worked on too. And that one clicks. See, you can see it go down. So I'm very confident that this technique works. But this is on your own discretion. I will not be responsible for any damages on your phone or any warranty voids. That's all up to you. If you have any questions, let me know. Like this video so that more people can be aware of it, that they don't have to pay so much to just get it fixed. They can just do, labor on it. Some of the next videos I'm going to post up is how to open it, open up an iPhone just like this, and then you can just follow that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other videos out there that has those examples. So there you go. Please like and comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you.